Hey, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel CoinZF. If you're into rare and valuable coins, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to dive into a truly mind-blowing topic, a 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny that could be worth as much as $510,000 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, $500 million for just one penny. Sounds insane, right? Stick with me, because we're going to break down how this crazy value is possible, how you can spot a penny worth a fortune, and what makes certain coins worth so much more than their face value. If you're new here, I'm your name, and on this channel, we explore everything about coins, from the history of the U.S. Mint to stories of rare and valuable finds. And today's episode is certainly one for the record books. Before we jump into the mind-blowing value of this 1980 penny, let's start with some quick history on the Lincoln Memorial penny. The Lincoln Memorial design has been in circulation since 1959, honoring President Abraham Lincoln. This iconic design, featuring the Lincoln Memorial Building, was created by sculptor Frank Gasparo. The reverse side of the coin depicts a detailed image of the memorial, which is one of the most recognizable national landmarks in the U.S. The front of the penny, of course, features the profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. It's a coin that's been part of our lives for decades, and its design has become iconic. But while most pennies are worth, well, 1 cent, did you know that some pennies are worth much more? Now, let's focus on the star of today's video, the 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny. You may think, what's so special about a 1980 penny? It's just a regular coin, right? Well, not exactly. The 1980 penny is famous because of some very rare and interesting characteristics that in 1980, the U.S. Mint produced millions of pennies, but a small number of them were struck with significant errors. While most 1980 pennies you'll find are worth just 1 cent, there's a rare variety that has been valued much higher. Let's dive deeper into the error that could make a 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny worth up to $510,000 million. The most famous error in these pennies is a double die error. A double die occurs when the coin's design is stamped onto the planchet, the metal blank, more than once, causing the image to appear doubled. In the case of the 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny, the most valuable error type involves a slight shift in the minting process. As a result, the double die error results in a unique look where the features of the coin, like the date and Lincoln's profile, appear more than once. This happens because the die used to stamp the penny wasn't aligned correctly. And guess what? This error is rare, and collectors will pay top dollar for these mistakes. Now that you know about the double die error, how do you know if your 1980 penny is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? First off, you need to look closely at the details. You'll want to carefully inspect the date and the letters on the coin. The most noticeable place for the double die error is the date. If you look closely, you may see that the 8 and 0 in 1980 are slightly doubled. Additionally, the letters Liberty and In God We Trust might also show doubling. This type of error is very subtle, but when you spot it, you could be holding a coin that could make you a fortune. So why is a 1980 penny worth so much money? In short, rarity, demand, and collector interest. Coins like these are valuable because they represent an error that only a few hundred, if not fewer, exist in the world. Collectors and investors are always on the lookout for rare coins, especially those that have a unique history. When a coin like the 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny with a double die error is found, it's a major discovery. Collectors want to own a piece of history, and this particular error is highly sought after because of how rare it is. To make this even more intriguing, there have been real-life cases of this rare 1980 penny being sold at auction for an astonishing price. For example, in 2021, One of these double-die 1980 pennies fetched a price of over $500,000. That's more than $500,000 for a single penny. Other examples have been sold for tens of thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and the era's prominence. So, if you've got a 1980 penny lying around, now might be a good time to check it out closely. Before you start thinking about making a trip to the bank, there's a key step you need to take: authenticating your penny. Not every 1980 penny with a doubling is valuable. Some might just have wear or damage that looks like a double die error. To be sure your coin is authentic, you should get it graded by a professional service, like the Numismatics Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. They'll give your penny an official grade and let you know whether it's worth the big bucks. So, there you have it. The incredible story of the 1980 Lincoln Memorial penny worth up to $510,000 million. It's truly one of the most interesting and rare finds in the world of numismatics. If you happen to have one of these pennies, or if you find one in the future, it could be a life-changing discovery. Thank you for tuning in today. Be sure to hit that like button if you learned something new, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on rare coins and valuable finds. If you have any questions or want to share your own rare coin story, drop a comment below, and I'll be sure to respond. See you in the next video.